Just eat me a little dinner. We've been upholstering all day. We're fixing to get us a damn fuel pump assembly. Well, this is fast. One regulation fuel pump assembly. And look at that old rotten nasty gas. Ick. I bet it'll still burn, but it don't smell very good. Now I can cut my hole in my aluminum tank, and I can shoot sheet metal screws down through here for like this type of metal, and I'll put a bunch of JB weld around the outside, and then I can always put a brand new fuel pump in it for that vehicle, which happens to be a 2001 Yukon XL. Easy peasy. They got them on every part shelf. This one here has done been modified. I've done stole the float arm and shit off of it so I could make a temp tank a long time ago for another vehicle we had to get in and out of the shop. We'll see you in a minute. CTR, I'm out. Look at that plate. And I need me one of these types. I find the aluminum pipe. Where the type are getting from it. Stuff around over here. I think that's a lot bigger. One of these. Butamus. Pretty. We'll put a couple baffles in there. Where is my aluminum pipe? I had some around here somewhere.
Where was it?
Look at that. Illuminations.
Where'd you find it?
Behind the creeper. I've got Z-coat, aluminized Z-coat disc. Clean that aluminum up. There's a lot of vicious circles of trying to get things together just so you can go do one simple job, like cut a hole and weld some shit up. A lot of overspray. Got paint marks on it. Let's see here now. 4 1/4 is where we was at, right?
Yep.
Keep one of them. I better get me a Sharpie. Sharpie. We're gonna bring her in about 2.5 inches. All right. 24, so we're gonna mark that 12 and a half. So that'd be 6.5, 6 1/4. And 12 inches between. That should be dead center, right?
Sure.
I bet you that'd be close enough. Now we've got 4 1/4 inches, if I measured correctly. And look at that, 4 1/4 inches. So we're gonna go 2 1/8 both ways. That'll be pretty close. And 4 1/4. And then we're gonna guesstimate a little bit for this one. 2 1/2 plus 2 1/8 would be right there. So I'm going to use that as a straight edge mostly. And I'm going to make me a straight mark mostly. Pay no attention to my drawings. I ain't very good at it. I can't draw a good stick man. But I can tell you if you can't neither. If you don't believe me, ask that girl right there holding the camera. She'll tell you. I can spot shit from 8 miles away that ain't square, true, or wrong. If I could just make my hand do what my eye can see, I'd be rich. Still got a little bit of light there. I gotta smooth out right there. And look at that. Now let's see how good my old eyeball is. You just watch me make 4 corner marks. 4 1/4. 4 1/4. Don't matter, ain't gotta be that close. I'd rather it be a shade big than a shade small. And I need part there. I wanna make sure this thing don't flop around. Freehand and shit. Yes, got freehand hole. Good enough. 1 glove. Burn up from the tip.
Oh, I did that. Sorry.
2 gloves. Look at that.
The pinky finger was a little long and kindly drug.
Good. All right. Yeah, I might have burned it a couple times my own, so it'll be fine.
Okay, it weren't just on me then.
Let's see what we can do here. Fire in the hole. breaker. This is aluminum, so it don't clean like. It don't clean like ferrous metal or stainless. It's really working fast. That's 3/16 aluminum. It's pretty heavy for the small plasma cutters. Contact. Probably popped or something. Need to keep that fan running because I got her maxed out. Contact. If you're cutting shit that's too big for your plasma cutters, like, and it's aluminum especially, be sure you clean that tip all you can, or you'll be buying more tips. Those consumables, they get shit on them, and just ain't nothing you can do about it. This one's, like I said, it's getting pretty taxed for what I'm supposed to be doing with it. It's not that big. It's only a 20p forning. I gotta pick a side, put all the way to the back left corner, which is probably going to be this one. And I gotta get a measurement how far forward to pull it. I've already made one of these. Branches to center. Yeah, don't worry, kids. I'll dress the back side of that before I lay it in. I just want to make it smooth to touch it right now. 3 inches to center. Anybody got any complaints with that spot? I don't. It'll be wonderful. I'm about to sweat to death out here. Got 2 air conditioners running. Just turned them on a few minutes ago and ain't caught up, but this shit's warm. Don't worry, I'm not welding it all in my short pants. We're just gonna kind of fit some stuff and tie it together, and it'll be great. Look at there, I got her turn where the sparks go away from me this time. That'll be great. I'll rest a minute. Wipe the sweat from my brow. CTR, come out. Aluminum only. Nothing but the best of CTR. Look at that. Talk about a filler neck just made right out of. Look at that mess. Be fine. Now, we'll get rid of this here plasma cutter. Means on CTR, I don't even know if I need a test pass on this here aluminum stuff. I ain't welded none of it in months. CTR and whatnot. I better take a test pass. CK Worldwide, look at that. Green. 336 pure. T3327G. Pure tungsten. Well, there's better stuff to use from what all the smart people say and so on and so forth. Some people grind this stuff pointy for aluminum, some just let it ball up, some just clip it with a pair of dikes. I don't know what's right. I just go patch the shit back together. That's what I do, CTR. We're gonna take some of this. We got some of us. This ain't actually acetone like we all want to use. They're supposed to use because they say so, but it's lacquer thinner and we got some in the shop. Guess what? Seems to work out pretty well. I generally try and take this here wet lacquer rag and run me a couple times down it. You see all that black shit come off? Just lay it down there, don't touch it too much. Right there. Look at all that black stuff come off. I've already kind of scuffed at it and brightened it a little bit with a grinder, but we're gonna wipe that shit off mostly. And we're gonna hope I know how to weld. If not, we'll burn nasty holes and shit, and that's the way it'll be. We got gas. We'll check it for pinholes, but it'll be alright. It's kind of dirty. That aluminum pipe is real dirty stuff. It's actually electrical conduit for meter loop. Go up a pole, bring power into your shop or your house. It's right size. It's cheap, and it's down there at the lumber yard. So it may not be 100% pure, but it makes pretty good weld. I'm out of practice. I don't do this shit every day, but we'll check out for pinholes. And like I said, I don't try to weld for pretty on this shit. I want it to hold. It'll hold. Go ahead and give them a quick snazzaroo of that one. There's the top. Don't worry about the dark smoke. Like I said, it's pretty dirty, but I can clean that. I can clean that real good with a good cup wheel brush or something and go back over it now that it's been in there, and just wash another rod in on top of it and lay you down a perfect pattern. If I really was concerned about making it pretty, I can cat bead that son of a bitch and it'll be dead nuts. But it's in there, and if you start to look at it's floating through the holes on the inside. It's a rough cut, but it's a burning in there. It's okay. I'll probably weld it from the inside too when I'm done, just to make double sure, but it's gas tank. I don't want no damn leaks. I'm not worried about safety too much, man. This is 3/16 aluminum. If you gouge a hole in this, you have screwed the pooch. But we've got to put our baffles and stuff in here anyway, so I'll probably float a bead around on the inside, and I'll check the outside for pinholes, and I'll put my baffles and stuff in here. And our fuel pump assembly will sit down just like that. Nothing to it. Now, if you got some real concerns about, this is a pretty good sized pipe and it's just straight down into the tank. If you're worried about backwash from overfilling with your fuel cell or something, you can put one of those on there and drill through it. Bingo! Insta-fixed. Incidentally, I ain't letting that go because that happens to be the right size for my turbo drain backs to go on my aluminum oil pan. CTR, I'm out. Yep, we're doing this welding job on this aluminum tank. I'm gonna reposition and I'll hit her again on the next side. I'll have to go back over and check for pinholes. I'm kind of having to take a little break or two. I'm pushing this machine pretty hard and I don't want to cook my torch head, so CTR, I'm out. Gonna have to clean that little portion up right there. Let me show you again. Gonna have to clean that little devil up right there. All in all, not too bad. Not my prettiest work, not my sloppiest work, but it'll hold. Got a little stinger right there I gotta wash out, but this aluminum's really dirty. It's got a lot of paint overspray on it and stuff. From being in the shop, it should have been finished a long time ago and just busy doing other things. Kind of have to roll with the punches as time goes on. I'm working the crap out of this machine here. I don't know how much a man ought to push it, but I don't want to burn up my torch head. I got a little extra time today. We'll burn a while, let her cool a few minutes. Burn a while, let her cool a few minutes. I'm even putting a little bit extra gas through it right now, thinking I might keep that torch head just a little cooler, but CTR, I'm out. Hi all, CTR here. I've been welding up on this aluminum tank and my battery's about to die on my GoPro here, so I'm gonna show you what I've been doing. This last side that I did, I've already welded. I don't have a shear or anything like that, so I'm having to kind of put things together with plasma cutter, grinder. It's a little rough, but we make good product. Sometimes you just got to go do it twice or a lot more work. But I've laid down all my filler rod in there. I've made my beads and cleaned it up, and I had a few pinholes and there's some dirt and stuff. Like I said, this aluminum's pretty dirty, but I went back through after I got done welding it and it cooled, and I went over it with what they call a wash. I just went over there and just dabbed in where I needed a little bit of extra filler to smooth my bead up and flattened it out nice and even and let it clean, and it floated a lot of crap up to the top. I haven't brushed it yet to clean it up, but this is just what it looks like right off the TIG welder. I just went and flattened my bead down smooth. As you can see, there ain't nothing wrong with that. It's a little uneven, a little choppy at places, a little wide in spots, but it's melted in there, and you can see the cleaning action. Find me a piece of rod here. You can see the cleaning action right there, all the way back to there. Boy, I washed this thing down real good, and right out to the end. All in all, not a bad weld. Like I said, I'll have to go over and check it, and then I'll have to check it for leaks and stuff when I get done welding it up, and go over it visually, and then I'll check it for leaks, pressure test it, and see what it is. And it's in the car. This one's for Mad Envy out there. That's what we're gonna put in this one for her car, and there you go. No big deal. You can do this too. Just a little practice. Have a good day. CTR, I'm out. Hi, old CTR here. I've been welding up a tank for old Mad Envy, and I thought I'd give you an idea. I didn't walk the cup on this one. I put the whip to it and did a double row of dimes on it. Spread the weld out a little bit so you could see how that worked. Can you see that really well? It's not been wire brushed or anything, just nice double row of dimes in there, freehand. That's how we roll, CTR. There's lots of ways to skin this cat. Don't be afraid to lay something down. You don't have to be no expert. Just learn how to do it and make sure your weld's sound. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can have some jiggles and wiggles in it and it'll be fine. CTR, I'm out. Keep building them cars.